Hello, this is Cat Ninja, and welcome back. Today is slightly different, and that is as while playing through Halo, I'm pretty much playing through Halo as I'm like quite literally posting the videos, and Truth and Reconciliation is very hard to actually beat. Couldn't guess. So, for that, I need to sit longer. So I'm working through. Instead, I'm gonna be playing Voidbreaker, which is a game that I've been enjoying just on my own past all the videos and nonsense, because it's very fun. So Voidbreaker, it is a fast-paced bullet hell, a roguelike FPS, shooting enemies, trying to make sure you won't hit. A very fun thing to just play around. And I'm gonna see what kind of wacky build I can create with myself for this, and hopefully not mess up, because we shall have to see on that one. So I'm starting off with the SMG. It is a new-ish weapon, and from the HUD reset update that not really recently came out, and I'm playing through with the lightweight version of it. So I have an upgrade that just increases my movement speed as a base. And hopefully I don't mess this up. Yeah, we make it very fun. I have beat the game and have been slowly working through trying to beat it on harder difficulties, is with little success. As I'm not bad, I'm not great either. So, we shall see how this goes. I'm currently playing through on hard difficulty with a few things, so my difficulty level is 10 right now. Let's see, I'm currently playing through where the anomaly chance is a bit higher. And, ooh, a corrupted. So in this game, there's different corrupted modules that get better and better as you start messing with different controls and basically making the controls themselves worse. So, I'm gonna, like, absolutely destroy this recording. Oh, yeah. And max out my motion blur. So, oh, this upgrade can get better. So this is what the upgrade tree is like. You go around you get modules to upgrade the weapon themselves. Some modules increase where you can place it. Like right now I can't place my upgrades on the X there. Other modules deactivate slots. If I place it there, this now just doesn't do anything. And there's many different types. Quickly, this corrupted module, oh, as the motion blur increases, I get more and more home projectiles. Electric shot, I can change my projectile to be imbued with electricity, and I just have a sight here that I haven't equipped yet. And this is what it's started with from my chassis. Just increase movement speed, and as well, this is a repeater, making this one happen twice, so I get even more movement speed. I'm gonna head to the obelisk. And in this game, there's a map, if you still want to look at it, but doesn't fully matter for this one. Right. Let's see. Double credits and health, I could have them. Let's try it. Oh, I lost. Woo. Oh, there's also a map in this game so you can kind of look at what's coming next. But for this first zone, that doesn't really matter since there's no split paths in it. But for future ones, as there is a chance I could affect. Ooh, I got lucky with the chest there. I have to defend. And this is one of the anomalies here, where I have to go around and stay within this weird triangle force field area to try and defend this. I'm gonna swap to electric shock. Wee! I missed so many shots there. Ooh! I ran into that. That's not good. Nice. I ran into that guy. So I ran into an ignite, which explodes on you. Doesn't matter, we can just hop into it again. So I'm pretty much just gonna more or less quickly beat this game on difficulty 10. Don't want to change, I like the lightweight, lightweight SMG. Ooh. Oh, but this game has been very fun. I've had some very wacky builds on it. Let's see. Ooh, I got lucky. I got Low Invoker. Cone ability, projectile, I usually prefer getting weapon upgrades starting off. Ricochet. Wall ricochet. Sure. No way that can go crazy, right? And this time I'm gonna actually turn on the sight. There we are. Now with a little dot. And back we go. So, this yellow currency is just money, which, I mean, makes sense. At shops, you can use it to buy things. When I get to a shop, I can show how that works. When I get there. Which, eventually I will. Oh, there's also destruction physics in this game. And so most of the things can fall, and if they land on people, deals damage to them, which is very fun. And as you deal more and more damage, a stagger bar slowly increases, which is that little green bit here. And things like grenades or dropping rubble on top of your enemies causes that stagger bar to increase a lot more. Or just tossing things at them. And while enemies die while staggered, they drop things like ammo and health. The ammo only really matters for the ammo only matters for the special projectiles, like the electric shock shots I had in the last game, or those ricochet shots I could have picked up, but decided not to, because ricocheting off of walls is funny, and if I get enough of them, then the bullets are just gonna fly everywhere, and probably causing me to miss a lot. Alright, boop. That was nice. And as some of the upgrades, and there is also a meta progression in this game, which is that Voidium purple currency you may see flying around. And I have all the meta progression unlocked in this. So. Oh, that isn't really a concern for me. But you can use that meta progression in the actual game in certain areas to get better. So I'm now going into an event tile. Let's see what I get. Oh, some Voidium and an Obelisk. Could duplicate a random. Ooh, I got another Low Invoker. So Low Invokers, I mean, invoking is just turning on that entire row, which is nice. Fun impact, yeah, I'll take that. I'm going to actually, I think this always stays active. Oops. I'm going to, do you? Oh, more ricochets. Let's do more ricochets. Yeah. More ricochets is fun. Let's see how many bounces I can get. And also in this game, I've had a few times where I've like almost crashed it just due to the sheer amount of projectiles or what the projectiles are doing, which is very fun. You can get some very ridiculous builds in this game. Let's see. Not that many enemies here. Boop, boop. Honestly, I might want to go back to full auto for this. I just have to be more precise. Boop. Ow. In this game, you kind of get a lot of health, but you can also dodge a lot. As long as you don't just stay almost dead, you're fine. I mean, it's a roguelike. Everything is a resource. As long as you don't die, you're doing good. And the quicker you move, usually the less you get hit. Boop. Stagger that guy. Explosion, more grenades. And usually you can't toss grenades this quickly, except, again, I have the meta progression, so now the cooldown's like 2 seconds or something like that. Bit less than 2 seconds, I think. So, very, very nice. Ooh, get away from those grenades. Oh, there's still so many people. Alright. So these axioms here, they just kind of float around, tossing projectiles in every which direction. Very annoying to try and dodge, especially when there's a lot of them. But you can kind of just dash through them to avoid it. And when you're under things, trying to drop of resources on people, very easy way to kill them. And if you're hurt, just stagger guy. You can also melee them. Drops even more health. Boop. And he's dead. That was quick and easy. Maybe not so quick. Let's see. Give me something with damage. Come on. Crit hits have a chance to apply laceration. Sure. I have 200, but I want to head this way. So, as well, there's 4 different kinds of debuffs or elements that you can inflict upon thy enemies. This is, burn, freeze, cryo, and bleed. With these is they all kind of do different things. Burn is pretty much just damage over time. Electric or like shock is just area damage. It's dealing a bunch of damage to everyone. Freeze is stun, and laceration is extra damage on melee hits, if I remember correctly. I can also just look it up. Because in this game, they have a nice little cheat sheet that you can just look at things with. And I probably shouldn't stand still in this. I want to try and get some laceration. Actually, I think laceration is just extra damage in general. So. Ooh. Come on. There we are. And tossing things is another really nice way to actually, ooh, I get stuck on a rock, to damage people. But there we are. Alright, let's quickly see glossary. They don't have laceration in this. And I lied, it's 5. I think laceration is just extra damage. This game's still being released, so everything can and probably will at least a little bit change. Let's see. Debris? You know what? Sure. Knife that deals high crit damage. I'm terrible at hitting that. Create copies of itself as it travels. Maybe not bad. Yeah, let's do it. No way that can go wrong, right? And instead of that, I'm going to place you on there. Yeah. So now, as I shoot and as they travel, they are going to get more and more. I mistimed that. Let me up. Let me up. Alright, there we are. Come on. I don't know how I missed that so many times. Alright, and now I'm up against the first mini boss in this. You get a mini boss and a boss. I'm against this guy. Threadness. This is probably the most annoying one. He summons a bunch of guys that follow after you. Oh, some either just some will just try and detonate on you. Others will actually launch things at you like the nebulas here. So overall, this guy is probably the most annoying one because I also don't know where to hit him to get a crit hit. I have no clue. Apparently I got a crit hit on him. Somewhere. Somewhere here I got a crit hit. And I do not know where. I presume it was on him. I got that guy. Ow. Come on. Boop. Just start chucking bombs. Every single bomb, no way that can go wrong. This is just gonna be a slow whittle. And let's see if I can collapse that building. I got part of it. Boop. Alright, there's the rest of it. Come on. Die. This is why I hate this guy. There's no good way to make him disappear. Come on. Oh my god. That's a lot of projectiles. And that's why this is a bullet hell. There's so many different things. There we are. Finally got him. Ooh. Nice. Anything dropped? Nope. Let's continue moving. Well, let's check. Yep, nothing dropped. Perfect. And then you get a fancy little chest out of the mini boss. Credit range, that's not bad. Radiant sphere, I'm gonna really try and lean into the laceration. Accuracy, not bad. Let's let projectile. Let's get accuracy. Accuracy is nice in this. Wait, is it? There we are. Now my shots have less spread, which can either be good or bad depending on how good my own accuracy is. How did this happen? Any chests around? Don't see any. Alright. We continue moving. Chest or shop. I see the chest. I can get new things. Alright. Let's head to chest. Chest is just free loot. And I pretty much always take these. Slower like everything. I mean, that's fine. And I pretty much always take the corrupted modules, as if you can beat it, you get a lot more loot. Oh, it gives you an entire new chest, and that just helps make it even better. Anything on top? Probably not anymore. Anomaly, what? Oh, everyone deals more damage. That's not that nice? I mean, ooh. Ooh, I didn't mean to click that. For this, I'm gonna go back to full auto. Yeah. And all my bullets are ricocheting about. Full auto is nice with this. There we are. Oh my god. And once the enemies start getting elemental inflictions, this is gonna become even harder. Ow! Where'd you come from? Always be moving, always be dashing. You don't want to be left behind. Or just inside any group of enemies. More chaos you can cause, the better. I completely failed on that. Ooh. Nice. I'm gonna fully pick that up, hopefully. Let's see. Yep. So, that upgrade, it increases the damage I do as more shots hit. And with bigger, meaner guys, it is nice. It really helps chunk them down. One thing I'm sad about is that you can't reload while aiming. But, not that big of an issue. Nice and clean. Alright. Get more Voidium, because why not? I'm getting way too much of it. No module from the chest, sadly. Ability, freeze smoke, don't really care. See, increase reload speed. That is nice. That is nice. More weapon mag. I just got reload speed. I don't really need this. Show up debris again. I'm gonna try and reroll that. Let's see. Nope. Nothing that fun. So I'm gonna take free smack then. And I'm going to slightly readjust. So this is that feedback sync. I do more damage with consecutive hit. Actually this is fun. And now we move on to chest and another anomaly. So the anomalies, they make the battle harder, giving the enemies some sort of buff, whether more enemies or giving them an elemental affliction. And other ones are like that actual or defend the cube one, but each one gives you more and more buffs depending, gives you an extra chest, just like how the corrupted module works. Ooh. That's not good. Nice. I'm so much prefer full auto to burst. But burst increases my damage a lot. I could just get rid of burst. I don't need burst. And full auto allows me to have a lot more DPS. Even if it's less damage per shot. I might just have to get rid of burst. Usually I like to just increase my damage all the way because as bosses are very annoying with this if you don't have enough damage. They don't heal anything, they're just annoying. So having that extra damage, very, very useful. Alright. Ooh. That's a lot more engineers than I thought there were. Ooh. Alright. Staggered summon there. You can mostly ignore Ignites as long as you do keep moving. And, like, don't get trapped by them. Main guy... main trouble is usually the engineers. As, at least for this first zone. On the, little spider things, I forget the name. They're like nano dragons or something like that. They aren't that bad to deal with as long as you like be wary of them and do keep moving. A lot of this is just keep moving. I mean, if you don't keep moving, you will be hit. And then you will die. Alright, almost done. 2 engineers and an ignite. There we are. Nice little baiting around. Alright. And look at that, I got 2 chests that give me modules. Weapon, so this is just a weapon thing. Every second I have a... is that every second I have a chance? Or every shot I have a chance, and then the cooldown's a second between those? I don't know. But I don't fully care about that. I wanna see. Corner resonator, I'm picking that up. It activates and gives an extra execution for everything in the corners. So that's this Glow Invoker. I can't place that. This is fine. And now this is where the nonsense of this game comes in, of figuring out how to place everything in the best way possible. Alright, bring you up. Of that being activated again there. You aren't activated, but I can move that there. I said there. Extra activation, I'll place there. Accuracy, something I do want. Do I want it? Yeah, I'll swap there. So now the burst is shorter, deal more damage in there, and this one just reduces the price of the shop, which is very, very nice. Alright, and now this is going to the boss fight, which is nice, and my reload speed is very, very nice. Usually I neglect reload speed mainly because I don't actually get the ability to use it. So this boss, the first boss, it was considered the hardest boss for a good while. Just the overall how it was made, very hard to actually beat. But then they debuffed it a bit, so now it's a lot easier. Ooh, look at the amount of stacks of bleed I'm applying on it. Each boss you see in the right corner, the right side of the health bar, they have different phases. So they have 3 different phases. Ooh, ow. I didn't move quick enough. As he enters the second phase, this guy is going to try and launch down you. It is best as if you see that and jump over it. I did not jump over that though. Oh, make sure you dash away, otherwise you aren't quick enough. For this guy, it is very nice, unless you have somehow a ton of damage, very nice to try and increase the amount of stagger on him, because that also increases the damage you do to him, which just, you know, helps. And I should be using my ability since the stagger is so long. My ability just freezes people on stagger. For his third phase, he starts tossing homing projectiles at you. As long as you move to the side and forward, just making sure you have mostly circular movements, and the homing projectiles just can't hit you. Oh, they just hit the floor first. So, not too hard to avoid as long as you, again, keep moving. Alright, oh, he's staggered. Bop, 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 bop. Come on, reload. And he is gonna die. Woo! This boss was very, very annoying to kill. Can I pick them up? Nope. This boss was probably the hardest boss to actually beat. And now we go into Zone 2. Ooh. Oh, Zone 2, as you would expect, it is harder. And now the map actually matters. So, let's see. Usually, I like to try and get as many, item or modification chests as I can. So let's see. I don't really want an ice chest, so probably going up then down this way. Yeah. And I get 2 obelisks. So now we move forward. In this game, there's also secret modules you can unlock. You find them in hidden places around, which you just need exploration for. And as long as you explore, you can get them. I've gotten most of them, not all of them, but most of them. Alright, Zone 2. Oh, now you run into 3 new enemies, I think it is. You have Rangers, which are like engineers, except they have a long range attack. You run into Hounds, which we haven't seen yet, and you run into Drones. Drones were the first thing killed. They launch homing projectiles. Very annoying enemies. I like to try and kill them first. Then Rangers, as long as you see the line and not be in it before they shoot. Oh, they are taken care of fairly easily, but you can still get surprised at them. The drones I don't like because these home projectiles, trying to dodge them while dodging everything else is annoying. And I lied, there's 4 enemies I've got. That is a Vitalis, heals enemies, and these are Hounds. Hounds, you just need to stay away. If you get caught up in their melee, you're probably just dead. And that is just the end of it. Their melee is very, very hard to deal with. Everyone else you can kind of run up into and mostly be fine. The engineers do have a melee attack, but it's not that bad as long as you move away quickly. The Hounds, they continue following after you for the melee, which makes them extra annoying to deal with. Alright, go on. Someone out. And that's the Ranger just picking me off. Come on. Get him! Hounds also just decide to shoot bullets at you at some point from the tail. Oh, which, again, another reason they are very, very annoying. Alright, that should be that part. Crush. I'm trying to crush this building as I have that upgrade again. That makes it so building fragments deal laceration, which is damage over time. Ow! Alright, I need to go get that health. Yeah, so Hounds, very big issue. I'm just gonna run to the side for a second. There's no healing over time, so it's really just running to get to a better place. Alright, trying to deal with this nebula. There we are. Oh, I missed that. More building, collapse. And I think this will... Oh no, that was it. Up. Nice. And then also the dogs will just jump at you. But again, as long as you keep dogs away from you, you're fine. Once dogs get close, that is where they really become an issue. Oh, that's fun. There's also just map explosions. This guy, though, I do want to kill. There we go. And now it is just a lone hound. Little tiny hound. Not gonna be much trouble. And now I get this extra chest. Did you show melee? I think laceration's mainly for melee, and there is a fun melee build you can do. I've not gone it to it yet, but it looks fun as long as you do it right. I'm just usually terrible with melee. Again, say I don't want that. Projectile weapon. Increases damage. Nah, I'll get the up slot. So, one thing is the invokers, if they're in the deactivated slot, they still work and still activate, which is nice. Alright, no, you stay in. Go on. Anything you'd like to change around? No, this seems pretty good. I'm gonna actually go back to burst though. Yeah. Once you complete the game, you can just skip zones and go straight to the mini boss, I think. But I don't like doing that because that cuts the game. What is it? Right, top path. So here. I don't like doing that. It gives you a bunch of chests and stuff. Probably like a similar equivalent to just skip it, but Alright, now that I'm sacrificed health for gold. Oh, this homing, guys. Ooh. Yeah, so this is... that's the reason why I don't like drones. They will just hit you from across. And the ignites are scorched. So, the enemies having different elemental afflictions cause them to have varying effects. As the ignites leave pools of whatever, usually it's just fire or like water, ice. So, them having that, very annoying because they again also gun up into you. Which is not nice for your health. Your health will die. If you get caught up too close to ignites, kind of like hounds. Actually hit. There we are. Ooh, that's a lot of bullets. Alright, I'd like to take care of those rangers. That's one. I think there's 1 to 2 left. One's over there. And a Vitalis. Come on. And there's the ranger. So now it is just a bunch of doggers. And I am just gonna crush a building onto them. Because who doesn't want to drop a building on a bunch of dogs? Boop. And with that, they are all dead now. And again, as long as you die, there's usually a ton of health and things around for you to pick up. Which makes health just a resource. Don't die, you'll be fine. I didn't get a module again on the chest. Sometimes you can be lucky enough to do it. slide, another accuracy. Another accuracy wouldn't be bad, but like something better. I'm being a bit greedy. You can also upgrade the chest as one of the meta progression. But I want to save my money. Mainly because also I have an upgrade that increases my damage based off of my every $100 I have. So that upgrade would just take me down by, I think it's 10 damage. You can also just get really fast. Ooh, too fast though. You can get really fast on the pulse. Almost got it. Alright, let's see who's gonna be spawning first. Scorch Ignite. Nice, and there's that Polar Fire. Is everyone scorched? Everyone might be scorched. Ow. I think the scorched enemies do damage over time if they hit you. I'm not 100% sure on that though. I just want to collapse the building. Ooh, you do need to stay in the area. Ooh, yeah, the defenses are usually easy as long as you can run around. They are over very quick, and you can just keep running and avoiding being hit. Slight chance to fire. Fire is decent for damage. Yeah, let's take it. And I'm gonna change it so... No, this looks pretty good. I like having that movement speed. Where to next? Should be this way. There we are. There's the obelisk. But, either could heal me to max or damage. I don't need the health. I'm full. And now we get very quick. Alright, that's that drone dead. There's only a few enemies? Oh no. There's more. They lied to me. How could they lie to me? Come on. Oh, those are the only ones I have to really care about. That's a Scorch Ignite. Why do I care about a Scorch Ignite? Well, I'm gonna kill all these guys. Oh, another drone. Ooh, that's not good. I got stuck in a wall. Don't get stuck in a wall, kids. Not good for your health. Oh, there's the Apex gun. So this was being defended by a more powerful entity. This nerd that just died very quickly. Alright, well there's that. I don't know. I guess they just spawn too slowly. Boom. And that's all them dead. And we continue moving. That was the dramatic explosion. Alright, what's next? Proximity, Walt's ability is charging, damage close to the target. I'm not usually that close. Burst mode, again. Skirmisher, increased damage while running. I'm not actively wall running. For zone 4, this upgrade is very useful. Past that, not really. You know what? Let's upgrade it. This upgrade did nothing. Yeah, no, that did nothing. I'm gonna take you, and I'm going to drop the red dot. Yeah, I don't need it. It's nice, but I don't need it. And now to the next zone. Whee! Ow, I hit a laser. And I fell into water. There's no punishment for falling into lava, into the water. It's just not generally healthy. Oh, it just sends you back to where you last landed. I can't pick up health or ammo. Ammo's not the issue. Health, maybe. Health may potentially be an issue. Oh my god, there's so many drones. Alright, I'm going to full auto for this. Yeah, there's so many drones. I think if you dash and you're close enough to the homing to also lose targeting. But this is why I do not like the drones. Ow. In this one, health is a vital resource they shouldn't spend carelessly, since I can't get more of it. Alright, Nebula, you're dead. Drone, I missed so many. Drone's also just small. Leave me alone. Alright, there we are. That. I think that's that drone dead. There's another wave. There's another wave. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. And of course the Scorch Ignites, making this problem worse. Run through, hopefully don't get hit. That was a very risky play to do. Very, very risky. Ooh, that's not good. Try and take out the ranger. Ow, he just hit me. Alright, I have to play well. Maybe not play safe, but play well. And, like, not get hit by that. You can go, sir. There's two of them in that? Alright. Start launching more things. Come on. Ooh, I didn't see those. Like I said, this is not good. There we are. More homing. I can either lock in a lot or not lock in at all. Really just depends. Alright. And then there's a lasso ranger. This guy, it's gonna be sad if he takes me out. Come on, there we are. That got him. Oh. So that was a little stressful, but I mean, now we get more upgrades. Woo. I better get something good. If everything's just lame, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be very sad. Ooh, kinetic strike adapted. This isn't like the best thing, but still pretty good. Increase damage when sliding. Increase it by a lot. Another repeater, Arc Storm. Homing, so you don't have to aim more. Let's roll it. Final Impact Core, Elemental Stabilizer, increase duration. Increased duration's not bad. Alright, now I have to figure out this deal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sacrifice one of those, drop you down, bring you up here. I can place that there. This one I can place there. The downwards is no great place for that. Can I place you there? No. So this side was one, I can go there, and now I have space for two more. And I'll sacrifice. Never mind, I lied. I still have to live. thing there. I don't need final impact core. Alright, now that I have all that, I will need to determine what I'd like to keep. Whoops. So, with this stuff, I think, I'm gonna want the slide to be executed another time. I already have 2 accuracy, so I can put that there. More movement speed is nice, and then that reload speed. Do I want 3 times? How fast is this? That's nice, but instead I'm gonna put the damage there. So damage is supercharged. Airborne strike, live duplicator. Alright. I'm just gonna move that for you. So increase duration. And then we continue moving to Zone 2 boss. Part of this game is just figuring out what equipment you want. Zone 2 boss, funny little crab. Ooh. Almost got hit from that. Come on. Let me get this done. Oh, this guy likes to also crawl around and follow you, which is like weird. I'm also not getting that stagger that I want. Let me stagger you. Let me stagger you, man. Ow. Come on, let me stagger you. There we are. I got the stagger. Alright, I'm just gonna keep increasing that bleed for once he's unstaggered. Come on. Come on. Alright, he's now on fire. Ooh, I'm hitting his critical point. I think it's the top of his back. And I need to dodge this. And that should be him staggered. Oh, it's also him dead. And almost staggered. Boop. And now that's him staggered. Nice. Why is he always pointed towards me? And that's the boss dead. This boss, not that big of a deal. Oh, over very, very quickly. And now we go into Zone 3. Zone 3 is where a lot of the hardship comes in, because now the enemies are ice. So in Zone 2, desert theme, they fire, deals a bunch of damage, that's fine. But in this one, it is snowy. They're all icy. If you get caught up in ice, you're just stunned and frozen for a little bit. And it is very hard to get out unscathed. Now again, quick look at the map. Let's see, I can get corrupted there. I want to try and avoid elemental presence if I can, because though that's definitely going to be what kills me. Let's see, defend, powerful entity, dark fog. Alright, so higher than enemies, that's also not the best, but I can go down here, then up. No, I want the shop, so through this path. Alright, we head this way. And if you have enough movement stuff, you can just hop over that wall. I've done that before, it is fun. Ooh! Come on. Alright. And I need to remember that sliding increases my damage. Okay, and in Zone 3, there's also armored guys, which are broken. And if you just toss something in the face. So having destruction on them is very important if you want to actually survive. Because I think it's only tossing things at them. But once it's broken, I don't think it regens. And, or if you just have enough damage, you can just kind of like avoid it. But that is kind of hard to do. Alright. Increase my damage of that slide. Very, very useful. I think it's a 900% damage I have on it while sliding. Very nice. And especially, ow. Where'd you come from? Ooh, that's a wall. Now there's no wall. Alright, you are now dead. I just have to slowly pick them off one by one, leading them in a circle, and launching things into all of them. Alright, nice. There's still a guy with armor, I think. Let me give me something to toss at them. Come on. There's absolutely nothing left. I've destroyed everything. Alright, there we are. Also enough damage just cracks it, but that takes way longer. Unless you have an insane amount of damage. Nice. Let's see. What do I get? Anything fun? More repeater, Cantus Light. Nah. I really need more invokers. Luck. I'll take luck. Just gives you the chance to get a lot more fun things. Let's see. Anything? Down slot. Let's take it. Down slot I'm gonna place there. So now I can have both of those in. And actually, I'm gonna move it over by one. So then I can place you there. Have that there. Bring you? No. How do I do this? You there. Then I can place it like that. And then I have to move you over to here. Wait, no, that's deactivated. To there. Bop, bop, bop. And I want to activate... I don't really need more damage. I need survivability, which I guess is just damage. Or more bullets. Alright. And I want to try and keep stacking that luck to the best of my ability. That way I can get even more insane upgrades. Ooh. Alright, let's see what we get. There's one of these that, not this one, but there's one of them that just increase it, that has enemies that you just like can't kill technically. Oh, you can, but they have an insane amount of health. And I killed them. It took a long while, but it was fun. Ooh, one of these. I'm gonna put it in for you because I can just, once I get to the shop, I can put that in. Actually, I'm gonna swap that out. That damage is nice, but I would rather not have that chance. Ounce of decreased accuracy. Yeah. I want my accuracy. Alright, let's see. Bring me up. Alright, I have powerful enemies. I can't run through there. That's not good. Woo! Alright, I'm just gonna quickly run in a circle, get all the enemies. He's out. Alright. And have a nice lag spike. As you do. Woo! Alright, I think most of the enemies are over there, and there's one guy. Oh, there's a guy up top. I have to make sure I'm sliding if I want to deal any sort of damage at all. Ooh, that got him. He's dead. That was not enough sliding. And my ability does nothing. I do want to change out my ability. Nope, gone. You can only start sliding if you have enough speed with it, or if you're on ice. Ice also helps. Oh, 2 guys left. Oh, hello. Can you pop up here, sir? Sir, how are you failing? How are you failing? They both failed to jump. I don't know how they managed to do that. Alright. Get that money. Let's see, anything fun? Storm, airborne accuracy. Not bad. Weapon mod. Not, but I'm being greedy. Increased strafe in ADS? Yeah, I'm gonna take that. And I'm gonna swap it instead of that. That feels better. Now we go. I missed. Oh well. I don't need all the money, and they don't give that much. More money is nice, though. Woo! Alright, that's him dead. And that should be him almost dead. There we are. And I'm gonna point this out. There's a secret right there. Slide through it. You get one of the schematics. We continue moving. Trying to move quickly. That's the way. Cam. Wee. Alright. This is a boss. A mini boss, I should say. It's the Thread Nest. Oh my god. Why is it this guy? It's always this guy. Stop being this guy. Go on. Alright. I'm gonna pop you. It's not even like that big of an issue. He's just annoying. And now that I actually have damage, he like barely even matters. Oh. Ooh, I got something. Cross Invoker. I'll take that. And Upslot Invoker. Invokers are always nice and needed. That's the wrong one. And here. Alright, now I have even more slots. I'm gonna upslot invoke into you. I have a few more things. I might as well just shove everything in for now. Alright, and I'm gonna head that way. But first, I'm gonna quickly choose what do I want to upslot invoke. I'm gonna move that there and get more luck. Luck, as I said before, always nice. Alright. Let's see. Oh, okay, slot invoker. I guess you are getting sent out. And I can't move that well. Bring you up there. Oh, it has to be there. Well, to rate slot invoke. I guess this is my only real choice. But then that doesn't get the invoke. I can't really use that then. At least not with the skin setup. Alright. We move. Oh, hello. And this is what I mean about the frozen. Lily just actually freezes you. Ooh. Oh, and now for this zone, you also have the an armored guy that has a shield. Shield, annoying to get through. Wee. Ow. Alright. Just cracking that. Come on. Just break. Just die. Ooh. There we are. That's him dead. I have the defender to deal with. If you deal enough damage, the shield pops, or you can just avoid the shield altogether. And hopefully not get yourself trapped. Ooh. They didn't die. There we are. But in this game, you definitely need a lot of damage or something to do. If you want to actually be able to kill the enemies in any sort of timely manner. Whether you go for an elemental build or just pure damage. Elemental builds are fun though. Alright, anything fun? Another corner invoker shot, quickly reload, let's see, anything fun? Not really. First shot, semi-auto. Alright, I'm just gonna take you. And now another corner invoker. Let's see, where am I? Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh well. I would have liked to go to the shop, but that's not a problem. So I'm just shove that in. Now all my corners are invoked more. Wee. And another event spot. Let's see what I get. Oh, just a bunch of money. Alright, not bad. I get damage off of monies. And now I head this way. Oh, and that's him dead. Ooh. Yeah, frozen hounds are very mean. Damn it. I tried to avoid and I ended up going in one anyway. Come on. Oh my god, they're all clustered together. Look at that. Oh my god, my speed is insane. Ramp it up? I'm gonna need more mag size if I want to use that. That upgrade, it makes it where you start off with a very slow fire rate, and then as you hold down, it gets faster and faster. Fun if you have a lot of mag size. If you don't, then there's no real point to it. Come on. There we are. Give me something. Crack you. I need one more to crack that guy. Oh, there's another one. Try and get some shots through there. Alright. I slide so fast. It is lovely. I love just moving fast. That's why I start with the lightweight. Moving fast in this game is so fun. And I do want... There's a corrupted module in this that the higher your FOV is, the faster you move. That is another very, very fun module to use. Crit drive plus, I'll get more crit damage. Kind of want to go more with... Or with more crits, if I can. Don't know if I can, but I do want to. Alright, elemental presence. Not that big of an issue. As long as I actually aim properly. Ooh. Alright. I missed. The one thing with going fast is it's very hard to aim correctly. Alright. These guys, chumps. I do forget that I have the ricochet, but the ricochet is just like extra bonus points, pretty much. It helps a little, not too much. Is it? I know there's more people. I think they're still spawning. Yeah, they're still spawning. Oh, I don't know how he didn't get that frozen. Just sliding and shooting. Everything that you need. Oh, no! Go on! Let me free! Well. Oh, I thought I avoided that. And that one. So I do want to take care of you. Is it just those guys left? I think it's just those guys left. Yep. Oh, still one guy there. Not anymore. You dead, and you're dead. Now we move on. I didn't really want the elemental chest because it just gives you something related to whatever element. So in this case, it is just giving me a bunch of ice things. So I guess I'll take another one of that. And now, we're on to the final boss. Unless you want to do another loop. So this guy, he is a fancy cube. But, you ready for this? If I hit him, try and stagger him. Ow! Didn't see that I was using that attack. Also, the water freezes you in the ice area because cold water, I guess. Ooh. You want to hide for that one, or just dodge. Alright. No, let me up! Let me up! Let me up! No! Luckily, the water doesn't do damage. But, if I get the slide... I do a ton of damage. That's if I can get it, though. That's also why I want to try and stun him. Come on. Nope, that's not a slide. There we are. And that should be him dead. For the first one. Oh, he's destroying this island. Yeah, so this boss just destroys islands for fun. And for some of his attacks, you can just kind of hide. Not for this one. This one you can't just hide, sadly. Yeah, the final boss is just gonna be annoying a bit. Ow. As I try and stagger him. How do all those hit that little base pillar? Ow. Come on. You also just like go near the boss. I don't know why I haven't done this before. Just keep sliding into oblivion. That's fun. He's destroying another island. Not the one I'm on. Ooh. Pulling out that attack. Launching a bunch of grenades. Ooh, not quite. Ooh, that's not good. Come on. Just keep sliding and shooting, and now he is dead. Isn't that simple? And yeah, this island's a little bit finicky. And now we drop down. If I wanted to, I can iterate. Or I can exit. So far, there's no zone transfer available. With that, thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you next time.